So let's continue with verse 19. He shall not strive. He will not strive. That he shall not strive, I want you to keep it in your heart. It's very important. A child of God must not strive. See people fighting, and then when you strive, you will also fight. That's it. Are you there? There are some people, they choose to deliberately misunderstand others so that they can fight with them. That's the person that wants to strive. You must not love to strive. It's not a Christian behavior. Are we together? A child of God must not strive. Are we together? All right. The Bible says, he shall not strive, nor cry. Can you see that? He will not shout, neither will he cry. What does it mean for him to cry? Crying here is not the common one that involves the shedding of tears. That's not it. Are you there? It's more than that. To cry here is to lift up his voice. Are you there? To shout, to create disorderliness. Most of the times when you are striving, you will also be shouting. Because to successfully strive, sometimes you have to add a cry. So cry is now when you get to that point where you deliberately made yourself scary. Are we together? People see you come and say, hey, this man is here. You scatter everything. Sometimes what we see as advantage is actually a disadvantage. The devil has carefully arranged some things in this life. Are you there? To keep us. Are you there? In the realm of death. The devil has carefully arranged some things in this life to keep us in the realm of death. That's why you discover that every evil thing we do, every ungodly thing we do, has a way of yielding certain advantages. When you begin to strive, it will look like you are making your way. It will look like you are making it. Things are working well. You are getting what you want. But that's not the order. Because a child of God must not strive. To cry now means to use your voice, are you there, in a negative way. Are you there? To use your voice in a negative way. Are you there? So you are now, you are saying something that can generate fear, can generate unnecessary fear in the people. You are saying things that can deceive. When you begin to say things to create unnecessary fear in people, you are crying. Are we together? When you begin to say things to make you look in a certain way before men, you begin to say things that can make you look like a god. You want to look special before the people, so you begin to say certain things so that people can begin to see you in a certain way. You are crying. You are crying. When you begin to complain about the dealings of the Spirit of God, you are crying. Well, how is ministry? We thank God. The way things are even going like this, but it's okay. We just bless God, it's just because we are serving God. That's why, things are not going well, but we just thank God, when we are serving God like that. I've not even eaten like this. I've not eaten since Monday, but we just thank God, We just thank God. It's just because we are serving God. So we just thank God. Even my rent like this is due. Well, we just thank God. You are crying. You are crying. That's what verse 19 is saying. He said, he shall not strive nor cry. So to cry is also to complain, to murmur, to grumble. Lord, without the service now, look at it. I can't even pay my rent. Without the service now, I can't even buy this. I can't even eat good food. It is well, I'll still continue to serve you. But at least you to just show mercy on me because I'm doing my best. You are crying. When you begin to cry, You will begin to say things that will make you look more righteous than God. Some people, when they begin to complain sincerely, they will look more righteous than God, because they will give you 101 things they are doing right, and they will give you 1,000 things that God is not doing right for them. So at the end of the day, they will begin to look like the righteous one, and God will begin to look like the unrighteous one. Why? They are crying. They are complaining. Don't complain. John was in the wilderness, but he was not talking about the wilderness. Those of you that follow the teachings, when I started then from Matthew chapter 1, chapter 2, and then we're talking about, especially chapter 2, chapter 3, when we're talking about John the Baptist, I mentioned that statement. He was in the wilderness crying, prepare ye the way of the Lord. He was not preaching the wilderness, he was preaching in the wilderness. It's not the same thing. The Bible told us that John was preaching in the wilderness. He was not preaching the wilderness. So some of us, because we are in the wilderness now, wilderness has not become our message. We are not preaching in the wilderness. We are now preaching the wilderness. See, the wilderness is not the message. You are just there so that you can preach from there, not to preach that place. You are to preach from there, not to preach that location. So John was not preaching the wilderness. He was preaching from the wilderness. So from the wilderness, you will hear him say things like, prepare ye the ways of the Lord. You never hear John say, well, for some years now, I've not really been to my house. I've just been in this location. Everywhere is just trees and wild animals. Look at what I'm eating now, locusts and white honey. Look at the clothes I'm putting on. But it is well. With all this, my service to the Lord. Look at what I'm wearing. Well, we just thank God. I can't even remember the last time I went to my house now. But it's okay. It's okay. Even it's God that is saving me in this wilderness now. What if snake come out? Well, we just bless God. You are crying. In that thing you are passing through, God does not expect you to cry there. Don't cry. He will not strive nor cry. Don't cry there. You are crying when you are talking about your situation. And when you are talking about your situation, it means that situation has distracted you. Because a situation, a condition that has distracted you is the one you'll be talking about. When your situation distracts you successfully, you begin to preach it. So there's no day you come up to preach that you will not tell them about yourself. Well, this morning I was trying to look for food, but there's nothing to eat. But we just thank the Lord. So let's go into this morning's teaching now. You are crying. You are crying. There are periods that I come up to teach and I don't even have data. I don't even have some things. Maybe some things are not even good. You will never hear me talk about it. Why? Because I'm not to be preaching my wilderness. I'm to be preaching from that wilderness. Preach in the wilderness. Don't preach the wilderness. Because, you see, this is the problem. When you preach your wilderness, to look like you are getting some advantages. Some people say, oh, pastor is not eating. They send you food. Send you money for food. Oh, pastor don't have data. They send you. It will look like you are making sense. But to God, you are not making any sense. See, those little things you are getting, that's all you will get. Because you chose to be wise in your own eyes. When you choose to be wise in your own eyes, you will close the door for bigger things because you have by yourself opened the door for smaller things. So those smaller things will now be your testimonies. Those smaller things will now make you feel like you have arrived. Meanwhile, you are actually settling for less. Don't cry. Don't cry. And some of you have been crying. Stop crying there. Stop crying there. I've always been complaining. If not for God now, it's okay. This suffering now is because I obeyed God. That's why I'm suffering like this. Well, it's okay. It is well. Stop crying. Preach in the wilderness. Don't preach your wilderness. I used to do this funny thing before. Then you begin to, somebody just comes to you and say, how are you? Then you tell them to say, it is well. See, the way I am like this, blah, blah, blah. We are trying to get compassion. We are trying to get pity. Yeah. That's the highest you get. Yeah. And then they give you a little change. You think you are making wave. There's this man of God. I don't think I've seen him before. Maybe he just got my contact from WhatsApp. I don't know. From Facebook. I don't know. The way he does ministry is very funny. He doesn't know you. Once he gets your number, he sends message to you for money. I don't know if you have some of those strange ministers like that. He puts his name there and his phone number, so pastor from so place. He puts his phone number there. The day his son gained admission, I received the message on my phone. My child has just gotten admission. Give us the name of the school. So any amount, even if it is 2K, thank you, Pastor from so. He put his. And then the messages I've received from that man is more than 5, if I'm not exaggerating. And I'm sure that is how he does it. Because the way he types it, you know it's a broadcast, it's a general message. I'm just wondering, is this ministry? If I cannot send myself to school or my child to school, the child should rather stay at home. That's my own resolution. That's my resolve. That's my decision. Instead of me painting God like an unfaithful person, let my needs remain there. If it's my need, let me remain needy. It's okay. Some of you must get to that point where you make certain decisions. If God cannot help me, then let me not be helped. Anywhere God cannot take me to, may I never get there. Anything God cannot show me, may I never see it. Any gift God cannot give to me, may I never receive it. Any platform God will not take me to, may I never appear there. You must it's looking like a hard statement, but you must make those statements. You must decide. It's a hard decision, but you must get there. You must make that decision. Are you there? A child of God must not cry. So stop crying. Stop complaining. Focus on the assignment God has given to you. Focus on it. Focus on it. Some of us will make it look like it is God that is beating us. Keep shouting, yeah, my head. What happened? It's God. God just slapped me now. Hey, you are making it look like, and you are doing the will of God, but God is not faithful. Stop crying. Anytime you try to make yourself look more righteous than God, you are crying. You are crying. And people like that will strive. So striving and crying, they are very close. Because most of the time when you strive, you cry. You need to cry to complete your striving agenda. Jesus, we thank you for your word today. Thank you.